If you want to get a slim stomach, tight core, you want to protect your back, protect your lower pelvic floor, this video is for you. You're going to love this because we're going to take this to another level. In my previous videos that I've done working on our core, we stood up, and there are ways of contracting our core. We don't have to do sit-ups. We don't have to go to a gym. But I am going to show you something today that you are going to get remarkable results and make it so much easier for your body without even working hard. But first, I want to talk about something that's very important. We look at the transverse abdominis muscle. This is the strap muscle that wraps deep in our abdominal area. On the surface, we have the rectus abdominis muscles. You see the six-pack, but that's not what we're looking for. We want those deep transverse abdominis muscles strong. It's like taking a corset and wrapping it around us to keep our stomach inwards. And this is what this is going to do for you. But here is what we're going to focus on. We're going to be focusing on a different angle that when we stand, we're going to go against gravity. Gravity is going to make the muscle even work harder. But here's what we're going to need to do. I want you to get a towel. It could be 2 little blocks. It could be 2 books. They need to be the same height. It could be anything that works for you. I like to use a towel. So what I did, I took a nice big towel and I rolled it up long ways like this because we're going to be standing on the edge or the ledge of this towel. So let me tell you why and what the body's doing as we proceed in just a minute or two with this exercise. Let's talk about the brain and what the brain is doing when we're standing on the ledge as our body's going forward on an incline that's going to make the muscles work harder just standing up. Can you imagine getting a strong core, a flat stomach, just standing up on a ledge? That's the exciting part. So let me first introduce you to a little bit of physiology about the brain and what it's doing for you. When we're standing up, when we're bending, when we're moving, the brain senses proprioception. That involves the sensory receptors in our muscles, our tendons, our joints, that sends information to our brain about body position. And the brain integrates this sensory information to help coordinate movement and maintain balance. When you challenge your balance, and that's what we're doing today, like the wedge, your brain has to work harder to process this information and adjust your body's position accordingly. But as we engage in these exercises, we're engaging in proprioception as well as enhancing neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to adapt and reorganize itself. And this can improve our coordination and balance over time as well. So now we're going to take our rolled up towel, which is going to be our wedge. As I said, you can use a book. It could be a little thinner, a little thicker, but I like the towel because I'm barefoot. And when you're barefoot, it's very comfortable underneath the feet. But if you're going to use something harder, I recommend you put on your shoes. So we're going to lay this right on the ground like this. And what we're going to do is that we're going to put our heels on the wedge like this. As our heels go on the wedge, our body goes forward on an incline. Therefore, the deep transverse abdominis muscles right now automatically has to contract to pull us back, as well as our lower back muscles. But now we're engaging the transverse abdominis muscles. And the reason why I cannot stress that every human being needs to have strong transverse abdominis or core muscles is because when you sit and get up, when you twist, when you bend over, when you brush your teeth, when you make your bed, when you clean your house, when you get in your car, when you get out of your car, every position that entails movement of the mechanics of the lower extremity region as well as the pelvis, as well as our upper extremities, has to engage the core to some degree. So here's a little test we do first, because this is going to be an extension of my previous videos, but this is taking it to a different level, using the wedge and making the results much faster and much easier for us to achieve our goals. So here's what I'd like you to do. You're going to come off the wedge. You're going to lift your arms out in front of you like this, as far as you can. Hold it there. As you hold it right there, you'll start to feel a contracture in the deep transverse abdominis muscle. That's our core. You don't have to do sit-ups. That's going to engage. It's going to get stronger. It's going to pull everything in. Now, I want you to go back on the wedge or the rolled up towel, whatever you're using. Put your heels on there. Right now, our body's inclined forward. Right now, as you're standing up, you're going to feel your core. Now, put your arms up again. You're going to feel it like 10 times more. Wow. Isn't that exciting? We're going to take it to other levels in just a second. So, you'll stand on your rolled up wedge, whatever you have. And what I'd like you to do is just reach out as far as you can. Hold it there. 20 seconds if you can. 25 seconds, 30 seconds. If it's too hard, do 10 seconds. If it gets too hard, put your arms back down. Do it again. I want you to do 12 repetitions of these. Okay? 15, 20 seconds. Here's what you're going to do. This is all you may need as a beginner. As you get stronger, you'll follow along what we're going to do along in this video. And you'll come back down. As you engage in this, you could take one hand, put it on the core, on your lower abdomen. It's going to be tight. The wedge is pulling us forward. The core is working harder. Bringing our arms out in front of us. It's going to even make it more harder, putting more force on our transverse abdominis muscle, strengthening that core. I want you to realize this, that if you are overweight, you have excess fat, which many people do throughout the world, this is still going to flatten your stomach. It's going to suck it in even more. And obviously, as you lose that weight, you're going to see better results, but you will definitely see changes, even putting on your pants within a few weeks, which is quite exciting. As that core gets stronger, you're going to prevent back injuries. You're going to prevent back problems. You're going to support your lower pelvic floor. You're going to have less problems in your lower pelvic floor. So, after we do this position right here, we're still standing up on our wedge. Now we're going to take it to a different level. Now what I'd like you to do right now, we're going to go ahead and take our abdominis area, our umbilicus, our belly button, and now I want you to pull it backwards. There you go. As you pull it backwards, I want you to breathe in through your nose, out of your mouth, focusing on breathing in the diaphragm. Don't breathe in from your chest. Hold it in. It hurts. Relax it. Pull in your belly button again. Quite interesting dynamics. This is physics because we're on an incline as we're making the core work harder. Pull in the abdominal area in, holding it 10 seconds, and relax. Let's try it one more time. Pull in the abdominal area in, holding it. Come on, come on. I know it hurts. You're saying, wow, that's right, because we're using physics. We're using gravity, and then relax. Now, let's hold it in again. And by the way, you can do 12 repetitions of those. But take it to the next level. We'll take the umbilicus, pull it in again. This time, let's go back again. Lift our arms. Right now, we really feel it. You don't have to do a whole lot. And then after 10 seconds, come back down. You'll do it again. Pull the belly button back to the spine. Hold it. Okay. After 10 seconds, you're saying, wow, this really hurts. That's correct. It does hurt. And relax it. You're going to go at your own pace. If you can't do as many as I like you to, if you could do 3 or 4 or 5, that's great. You'll build on it as days proceed ahead. Pull the belly button back. Reach out as far as you can. Engage in that core, holding it 10 seconds. Yes, it hurts. It hurts in me, and I have a strong core, so I know it's going to hurt on you. Now what we're going to do, we're going to engage our core. We're going to pull it in. All right, as we pull it in, I want you to go ahead and put your elbows at 90 degrees like this. And now what I want you to do is you engage the core, lean to your left and lean to your right. Engage the core, hold it in there a good 10 seconds, come to the middle and do it again. Hold the core in, engage to the left. Good, holding it in, engage to the center. With 10 seconds full, back to the right. You can adjust your time accordingly. Come back to the center. What that's going to do, that's going to engage the core muscles and the deeper sides. Now here is something you're going to love. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to that 90 degrees of our elbows, engage the core, bring it in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rotate to the left, hold for 5 seconds, 3, 4, 5, come back to the center, hold for 5 seconds, engaging the core, pulling it in, pull the abdominis area in, belly button in, go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each motion here, 5 seconds in each direction. You can relax in between, engage again, 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, hold it in, come to the left, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you should be feeling it all across the stomach, deep, deep in there. And so 5 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come back to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll build up on that as well. And we're going through these different ranges of motion. And as we engage this rotation in here, you can challenge this in the more advanced stage, is you can rotate downwards a little bit as you engage. As you come to the other side, you can rotate and flex forward as we engage. Remember, every movement that we make with our core, with the rotation of our upper torso, we have gravity pulling us forward. So as we're going through this, we're already engaging what we have. Now we're putting that much excessive stress in our deep transverse abdominis area, which is going to give us those faster results. So I know that this video is going to do lots of good for you, but you need to practice this. And what's beautiful about it, you have a little wedge. That's all you need. You can take a towel anywhere, any hotel. You can do it in an airplane. You can do it at your friend's house. Just engage the core. As you hold the abdominis, rectus abdominis area in, the belly button area in, as we squeeze back towards the spine, the core is engaging. And you felt the difference without the wedge and with the wedge. Start using that wedge. It will be your best friend. And you'll see within weeks ahead, everything will start to change. Your strength will get stronger. When you sit, you're going to be able to get up much easier. You're going to bend so much easier. You're going to reach so much easier. You're going to prevent back injuries. If you have disc herniations, you have disc bulging, if you have other conditions in your lower back, if you have pinched nerves, this is going to help you. And what's so beautiful about this technique, you don't have to get on the floor. It doesn't cost you any money. And it's so easy by just using the dynamics of gravity. And physics will show us that everything's supposed to be in balance. And when it's not, the body will compensate. It will compromise. It will try to fight back to get back in balance. And that's what we're doing. We're teasing the brain to tell the brain that get back in balance. And fortunately, the brain's telling the deep abdominal muscles to contract, making it so much easier for us to achieve those great results. I wish you lots of good health. I know this video will serve you well. I know you're going to get great results. And please share this with your friends and family. I'm sure that they will greatly appreciate it. Most important, please leave your comments below and make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell.